Hi everyone. I have a unusual movie for you today. A lot of times I show unusual movies that are not the norm or mainstream kind of stuff, but today this one's kind of offbeat beyond that, I think. It's a television movie. They used to have a movie of the week, movies that were made for television specifically. They weren't theatrical films, they were produced for television and they appeared on TV in the old standard 4 by 3 square ratio. And this is one that I grew up with. I was just a kid when this came on. It's a movie called Bad Ronald, and there's a Blu-ray for this from the Warner Archives, I believe, the Archives collection. It stars Scott Jacoby as a title character, and Scott in this film plays a rather disturbed, kind of loner kid. He's kind of shunned by his peers. They don't really want to give him any time of day. The usual situation of a person that's kind of an outcast and a geek, as you might expect. And one day, I'm telling you, this is going to be spoilers. A lot of my movies are spoilers, so you have to understand that. Okay, I won't tell you the ending, but I'll tell you the general idea of it. One day, he accidentally kills a young girl, and it was all by mistake. But because he and his mother, who he lives alone with, his mother and him are the only two in the house that they share. The mother is played by Kim Hunter, incidentally, from Planet of the Apes, Zero from Planet of the Apes, among many other credits. Stella, in a Streetcar Named Desire. She won an Oscar for that. But yeah, so it's his mom and Ronald who live in the house, and they both kind of panic and trying to keep a sane head as best they can under the circumstances. What are they going to do about this accident? The mother decides she has a terrific idea. In this big old house, there is a spare bathroom located on the main floor that is really not of any use. It's an extra bathroom, and it's located kind of just next to the staircase down on the ground floor. So she has this idea that she will hide Ronald in the bathroom. And it's a pretty big bathroom. I mean, it's got everything you could need. It's a good space bathroom. It's almost like a mini studio apartment, a little bit. Not quite, but you couldn't live in there really. But they'll hide there until everything's finished. The police investigations are done until they can have this thing kind of just vanish, hopefully, they're thinking. So one of the ideas, though, is to get some plasterboard and take the door off and seal it up to make it look like it's a wall, like it's part of the natural wall. They take wallpaper that matches what they already have, and it looks just like the real thing. You can't tell there's a room in there. And then they gamble with this for a short period of time, a couple of weeks, whatever it may be, until mom has a serious operation that she needs. Well, it's supposed to be a routine gallbladder operation, but she winds up dying, leaving Ronald inside this spare room in the house. And of course, the house ultimately gets sold to new people, mom and dad, and who have a few daughters. And as you might imagine, it's kind of creepy having this kind of kid, unknown to them, living in the house. Now, the dad who moves in, the dad is played by Dabney Coleman. Everybody will know that name, I'm pretty sure, if you've been watching movies. And yeah, it's not a great movie, Is it a good movie? As far as these things go, I call it a good movie. I'm not going to give this one a star rating. Sometimes I give star ratings, and I do them on 1 to 4 stars, but I don't always like committing to that, because this one I'm varying between 2.5 and 3 stars. It's a good made for TV movie of this type from the 70s. It's worth a watch if you like 70s movies, if you like unusual made for TV fare that was around that time. I think it's pretty good. I mean, Scott Jacoby is suitably creepy and a little unsettling at times as the troubled teen who only gets more trouble through his accident. And yeah, it's certainly worth a watch. So I thank you, everybody, for sharing these moments with me. Please, by the way, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And please hit the bell, hit the like button. And when you hit the bell, I believe that's how you get notified when I have more of these ridiculous movies reviews up. Thanks, everyone.